Good afternoon, my Cancerian brothers and sisters. I hope you guys are doing fabulous. Welcome to what am I trying to say here? The post eclipse energy field that we just walked through, if you get what I'm trying to say to ya. Today, I'm bringing you an April 24th through the 30th tarot reading. As you can tell, this is kind of slightly different from my older style of doing things, as I do not have my face on the video. That is particularly because my computer does not want to read my memory card for some reason. So I'm gonna have to figure that out, reformat it, or something. But the style of reading has stayed the same. And by style, I mean the particular spread that I use. For instance, in this particular spread, I am pulling 5 upper, 5 lower of tarot. But first, I will be pulling 2 oracle cards. The first one that I'm going to be pulling is going to symbolize your overall theme for the week. Like the energy is most prominent for you in the week of April 24th through the 30th. Also, if you do hear some banging, it is because we just got 8 beehives here, and my brother is doing a lot of work outside trying to feed them as they just grew. Double the size. So we're going to have to make splits soon. Which is going to be fun. I'm going to do a video on that if you guys are interested in beekeeping at all. I do offer personal readings. The instructions to go ahead and book yourself to book yourself one by me is in the description below. Also, if you resonate with the decks that I use in this reading or any of my other readings, I have also linked that in the description below as well. So let's get into your tarot reading. So the first card, the first oracle, is that of oneness. You can see that bringing the feminine and the masculine together. So maybe this is actually you, or alternatively, somebody is coming into your life. Maybe you are strengthening a current relationship that you have, which is always a fun and a good thing to do. The second oracle pull that I will be performing for you, Spirit Guardian of Summer, the card of expansion. And like I said, for this reading, I'll be putting this right here, zooming in a tiny bit. For this reading, this card does come with, wow, I just turned to it too, a little meditation in this booklet here that I will be reading to you to project you into the energy of that card. In the sacred forest, the spirit guardian of summer has arrived. Large clumps of purple berries hang heavy on the vine. The apple trees are laden with shining, ripe red fruit. The droning of the bees, fills the forest. The grass is high. The forest is alive with the heady scent of flowers. Vitality, health, success, abundance, healing, and passion are expanding in your life. However, you can't sit back and wait for it to happen. The energy of summer is the energy of working with passion in the direction of your dreams. Give it everything you've got, and immense reward will follow. So this is something that I usually tell everybody too, is in manifestation, it is not just simply, hey universe, I want this particular thing in my life. It's not just you wish and it's granted. You have to put in the work too. You have to make the universe know that you truly want it. But you kind of have to relinquish control in the area of over-attaching to whatever you're trying to create here. Because the over-attachment too will also create a lot of imbalance in your life, in your energy field, in your vibration. It's just not good to overly attach to certain ideas or certain belief systems. But have an open mind with everything. show oneness here. Let's get into your tarot spread to see what that says. We have the Hierophant. We have the High Priestess. We have the Reverse Ten of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Wands. We have the Reverse Sun. We have the Upright Five of Wands. We have the Nine of Cups. We have the Wheel of Fortune, all right? And we have the Page of Wands. So for this particular deck that I am using, it does come with obviously pre-described descriptions on the cards itself. I do understand though that some may resonate with my interpretation more, as sometimes situationally there will come a card where I get a different meaning from that card than what it says on it. If you get what I'm trying to say, yeah. And in those instances, I will put my 2 cents in where I feel like it is needed if I'm feeling a different energy. Hold on real quick while I make sure these cards are up to my OCD standards. Beautiful. Boop, boop. All right, so let's get into your reading. We have, up in the left corner, the Upright Hierophant. Symbolizes any organized institution, be it religious, philosophical, educational, spiritual, or temporal, that exerts authority over its followers or participants, a kind of mind control. Such groups often insist that their way is the only way, the ultimate truth. You are challenged to remain a follower or to break out and find your own individual path. So maybe you are religious and this is a church that it is speaking about, but also maybe it is just telling you to not follow what you have been conditioned your entire life to follow. Don't follow the masses here. Create your own way of living. Create your own path, you know, your own individual path. You are not meant after the... Okay, look. So already 2023 had a lot celestial-wise, astrology-wise happen. I think it was March 22nd, we had the Heaven's Cross portal open up, which brought in a lot of individual restructuring of our minds and our ways of thinking. We were shown that maybe the ways that we were thinking beforehand aren't beneficial to our higher self, or our path here, right? So we had that inkling to go ahead and change certain aspects in our life to take back our control here. The solar eclipse that just happened a couple days ago on the 20th, because I think I'm recording this on the 21st, and it happened the night of the 19th over here on the West Coast. But with that too, we were shown that we need to start creating, that we need to start stepping into our power, our creation power. And it was showing us basically, just like the portal, every little aspect in our life that needs to change in order for us to be catapulted into the next phase of our spiritual path. That is the energy on earth that we are living in currently. If anything is not resonating with us, we are going to have a very, very, very hard time with it. Let's move over to this High Priestess. Sorry, I went off on a tangent there. This is Cancer energy. So look, you showing up. She indicates that something is hidden, or she indicates that something hidden or within you is preparing to come forth, or that you need to pay more attention to your inner world or dreams, imaginations, and intuition. It is a spiritually intuitive woman, full of mystery, wisdom, and understanding. A journey of self-discovery goes hand in hand with the presence of this card in your spread. So with that and with this oneness energy over here, I do sense that there is going to be a time in this week for you to really go inwards here. And by inwards, I mean meditation and practicing more mindfulness throughout your day, being aware of your thought patterns. And then soon enough, when you start actually paying attention to these types of things, other hidden aspects of our life that we didn't know were controlling our decisions, our actions in life, were there. But it is in that process of meditation, deep inner work, that you find those aspects of yourself that you haven't let go of yet. Let's move over to this Ten of Pentacles in reverse. You may be so established at this point that you are stagnating. You need to activate some growth in your life to avoid boredom. Take up a hobby, do charity work, or teach others your skills. The act of just stepping out of your comfort zone does project you into a higher vibration. By stepping out of that comfort zone, we open ourselves up to newer possibilities that were shut beforehand. But if we don't take that step in trying something new, and this could be, a small thing like taking the back road to work, just stepping out of that cycle that we have. Hey, maybe the cycle is good, but in your heart of hearts that a key element to this is missing, and that might just be new things. You need to broaden your horizon, and when we broaden our horizon, we let newer energies come into ourselves, and that's when we learn things more. Upright Ace of Pentacles is an extremely positive card, predicting success for some new enterprise you are starting. You are planting the seeds for a new venture involving the acquisition of money or financial security. The ace is a strong indication of prosperity coming to you. Be open to receive the benefits it promises. Just like this card, be open. Be more open-minded in anything, because, look, I will give you an example. My brother is a Cancer. I'm a Pisces. My brother is a Cancer, and he just started through a very outwardly, and I mean outwardly by... What I mean by outwardly is the fact that anybody on the outside of the situation would say that it was a horrible situation, but what he did, and I don't want to tell you the situation, but just understand that he was in a horrible place in his life, but what he did was open his mind up, and now he started looking at things with a more positive mindset. How could I, with my given situation, turn this around for myself? Well, lo and behold, he gave into the universe, accepted his situation. Now he is starting his own beekeeping company in my yard. Just a weird, synchronistic series of events led up to this point, and that's crazy to me. Look, this Ace of Wands indicates the beginning of an enterprise, usually involving business, just like I said. Let's move over to this reverse sun, because it does feel like, let's see, you have your wands, you have a couple major arcana in your spread. You have that, geez. Okay, so yeah, it does look to me like this is an expansion of your physical means. So maybe a business starting. All positive cards, even the reverse one. Even this reverse one. The reverse sun, all the upright information still applies to the reverse sun. Now is the time to explore new and more effective ways to express who you are to the outside world. Just like with this, just taking a step out of your comfort zone here will project you into a newer higher vibratory version of yourself that can handle the new energies coming in to give you the abundance in your life that you've been so longing for. This upright Five of Wands is about competition in economic, social, or career areas. It signifies the mad scramble for money and power, success, recognition with the accompanying excesses of greed and corruption, and brings with it feelings of struggle, anxiety, and overall unease with internal battles yet to come. So what I get from the Five of Wands is that if you put too much energy into this, if you start wanting to only do this and not stepping out of your comfort zone, then you're going to bring a lot of anxiety because the only thing you are focusing on this. What happens if this venture doesn't work? You know, all the cards in your spread say that it is going to work in divine timing, but what I am saying is that if you latch on to the feeling that, you know, it is going to work if I put so much energy into it, that's not always the case. We need to take a step back and let things fall into place. We can't force something into a hole if that hole is too small. I don't know what I meant by that, but I mean, run with it if you resonate with that. Okay, let's move over to this Nine of Cups here. It is the best pip card in the entire tarot deck, sometimes called the wish card. It indicates great joy and happiness, dreams coming true, and getting what you wish for. It's like winning the lottery and meeting Mr. or Mrs. Right on the same day. If you would like to, let us make a wish together on this card. Just breathe in. And envision the wish that you want fulfilled. And then when you exhale, try to project yourself into the energy of already attaining that which you desire. It feels super good, doesn't it? Now keep that energy every day. Meditate on that energy. Meditate on the fact that you already have attained whatever you want. Just close your eyes and, you know, imagine it. And then it will come faster and faster and faster. But if you always focus on the lack of a particular venture in your card, or I mean, a venture in your life, then it's not going to happen. Move over to this Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune kind of signifies, like I was saying earlier, release control. Understand that this part of your life, this week in your life, was always meant to happen. It's by divine timing. You understand now that you didn't really do this at all. Like all your decisions, all the bad ones that you made, all the good ones that you made, have always led up to this crucial point in your life. Take back your energy. Something has been put into motion over which you have little or no control. You must accept the actions of the forces of destiny and align yourself with their aims. Changing circumstances, usually for the better, will promote your growth and advancement. It is a reminder that every period of intense activity must be followed by a restful time of inactivity. Move over to this last card, your Page of Wands. It usually references work, although it may be of a social nature. This page is an enthusiastic adventurer and may be interested in international travel, foreign cultures and people, the arts, or philosophic projects. This card represents being adventurous and ambitious in overcoming fears and starting new projects using your skills and courage. From this whole reading, I am getting that you are starting something either physical, a new way of thinking. Maybe you have recently got into a new hobby or a new interest in learning something new here. And your whole spread says, go for it. Go for it, Cancer. Just go for it. Because you have this energy of expansion right here, telling you that everything that you want, if you go after it with passion and 100% motivation and drive, that it will work out, and trust the universal process and know that everything is divine timing. That is when both your halves feminine and masculine will mix, and you will become the creator of your reality here. Anyway, if this reading has resonated with you, go ahead and leave a like, a comment, a share, and subscribe, as I do these every week. Also, remember, though, if it has slightly resonated with you, go ahead and check out your moon sign and your rising sign too, and maybe you could kind of coalesce all three readings into a one humongous spread and get more clarification that way. Alternatively, if that doesn't work, go ahead and get a hold of me for a personalized reading so that we could kind of target you here instead of all of the cancers, if that makes more sense. Anyway, I love you. I am with you. I am in full support of any venture that you are after. Keep at it. Bye.